it's Ellen, and that means that it is Saturday because I am here. It's funny because this channel actually helps me to remember what day of the week it actually is, seeing as most of my days just kind of merge into one big slab of nothingness. Every other day of the week practically looks the same to me. I'm basically an in real life sloth. But anyway, this week we are doing challenge week, and again because my day is near the end of the week, that was probably really stupid of me to point out. But will I probably point it out in future videos what this week's theme is? Yes, I will, because I'm one of those people that just does not learn. But I know what you're thinking. Life and everything about it is actually a challenge. Well, it may be a challenge, but it is actually a possible challenge, seeing that most people do actually grow old and shit. And I hope that you grow old and shit too, because you deserve to have a long happy life, and it is very important to me that you do so. And also that you guys value your existence as much as other people value yours. Now, to be honest, let's get to the real shit. I actually have no fucking idea whatsoever what to do for this week's theme or video theme or whatever it's supposed to be. And I can't actually think of a challenge that I actually know or understand how to make or do, or I'm just not used to making those kinds of videos. Like, I'm more of a kind of sit in front of the camera and talk about random shit kind of person. Most people think that challenges are like sort of like the easiest type of YouTube videos to do, but I actually find them like the hardest kind of YouTube video to do. One thing for me is that thinking of a challenge is actually a challenge itself for me. Oh, the irony. So I'm going to do the I'm going to show you my snails and introduce you to them challenge. Yes guys, it's a real challenge. Are you calling me a liar? No, it's not, but it's actually a challenge in itself for me to actually introduce my children to you guys when they just spend most of their lives sleeping, pooing and eating. Basically avoiding life. I think me and the snails have something in common. They take after their mummy. So I'm just going to call this video the Snail Challenge. Because of course, snails. And of course they are a challenge to make sure that they are happy and they're eating well and that their environment is happy. And also it's a challenge for me to introduce them to you guys because I have now so many of them. 1 minute. I'm going to try and get Sparkles to come out of her shell for you guys. Now this is Sparkles. Sparkles is a pretty girl. I like her very much. Sparkles has been with me the longest and she is actually my oldest snail. I do not actually know how old Sparkles is, considering the people at her pet shop did not have a clue how old she was, did they, sweetie? No, they didn't know how old she was, and they didn't know how old Pillow was either. But Sparkles is a very big snail. Sparkles also has/had a sister called Pillow. However, Pillow is unfortunately no longer with us. But I will be showing you pictures of Pillow in a minute instead, and Pillow and Sparkles together, so you can get the gist of what her life was like and yeah, if she enjoyed herself with me. But yeah, Sparkles and Pillow are definitely my biggest snails. Hello! She likes climbing on things. Sparkles loves climbing. She also likes strawberries, and I think she'll be very disappointed when she works out the fact that my hand hasn't actually got strawberries on it. This is literally the most adorable thing ever. But yes, anyway, my big child is going to go back in her house now. And yeah, say bye-bye Sparkles. I don't think she wants to get off. In case you want to see Sparkles close up, this is Sparkles. She'll be going back to her home in a minute, so yeah, which is unfortunate. But no, she's looking at you. But yeah. This is Sparkles and she's fucking cute as hell. Hi you Sparkles, say hello to heartsheld. Sparkles says hello to heartsheld. Now this is Wookie. Wookie is very, very sociable. Wookie wasn't actually my snail to start off with. She was actually my friend's, but I kind of like fostered/adopted her because my friend wasn't able to look after her anymore. So now she lives with me and yeah. Now Wookie is actually a different breed of snails because she is an albino snail, and Sparkles is a giant African land snail. Despite her being a different breed, she is practically the same as my other babies and she lives her life in pretty much the exact same way. She's a cute small baby. But yes, Wookie is going to be going back in her house now. Don't worry cutie pie, I will get you out again soon. Okay, and now for the babies. And I'm covered in slime. Recently I have gotten 5 new tiny little additions to my snail family. I'm not going to get them out and all because, well, let me just explain the fact that they are very little and fragile and I don't think they could probably handle with me getting them all up at once and showing them all to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my camera and I'm going to show you guys around their little vivarium. And you guys can say hello to them and they can say hello to you. I haven't actually been able to name them all yet because they are actually so alike. However, I tend to call them baby Spillos. The reason being is because Pillow and Sparkles equals Spillo, and they are tiny little snail babies, so I call them Spillos. So they're all just Spillos at the moment. Obviously as they grow up and I can actually identify them between each other because their patterns on the shells will be different and things like that, then I can start naming them, and of course one will still be called Spillo, but they will always be Spillos to me because that is just how I refer to baby snails. And as well, no matter what happens to Pillow and Sparkles, at least they will always be remembered in my view, because I will always be calling the baby snails that I get Spillos. Though unfortunately I am having to keep Sparkles and the babies separate. The reason being is that Sparkles is a very big baby and those guys are very little babies. Therefore it wouldn't really be safe to put them in with such a big baby when she could accidentally sit on them. Of course she's a lovely big baby and wouldn't want to hurt them. However, obviously some things are out of our control. Like she keeps falling off the side of her tank and I think that's pretty out of her control. And since a baby could have been under there if they were in the same tank, that terrifies me. But yes, there are my snails and they are incredibly cute. And I hope you guys can love them, appreciate them and respect their existence as much as I do. And if you don't like snails, that's okay. Maybe this isn't the video for you. So you can just go and do whatever you were doing again. But either way, thank you for respecting and watching my animal. And I hope this was a semi-interesting kind of challenge video. Because let's be honest, it was actually a challenge to get them out of their shells to actually film this video. And plus it was a challenge for me to think of a challenge. I don't actually know how to challenge. But if you guys have any questions about my slimy children, then feel free to drop them below and I will give you guys as much information as I can. But anyway, and yeah, if you would like to subscribe to my main channel, I also do weekly videos on there, which I will put below. My channel name is ellxtasy, in case for some reason you can't find it or you'd just rather search it. And I hope you will have a fantastic day, and I love you all very much, and so does everybody else on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it beneficial in some way or another. But anyway, I will be seeing you guys next week. Goodbye.